I was talking to Jenna on the phone the other day, and she told me about a different date, kind of the opposite of the last one we talked about. This time, the guy was super in charge. He picked the restaurant, he picked the time, he even told her what she should wear. She was intrigued. Maybe it's one of those romantic men who make all the decisions to make you feel like a princess. But when she got to the restaurant, the guy didn't make her feel like a princess. It was very strange. He was self-confident, grand, bombastic. And she felt like a little tiny mouse. Every time he spoke, she shrunk inside, feeling smaller and smaller. And she did admit that maybe because of her past, she has a history of dating men who make her shrink. But I don't think that a compliment should land in a way that it makes you shrink inside. There's something, of course, I wasn't there, but there's something interesting about the kind of man who takes up more than his share of the room in the restaurant, in the conversation, volume-wise, and is very dictatorial toward their date. And in that way, it's not so romantic anymore. It's not like, oh, I'm going to make all the decisions in order to love you better. It's more like showing off grandioseness, but not in an admirable way. Making himself bigger than her, showing her how much greater he is. Almost like he's saying, I'm better than you. And so Jenna started shrinking. And really, it doesn't really matter what was going on in his head. He probably had good intentions. But for Jenna, her body was reacting extremely to the situation. She felt her heart beat faster. The guy is giving her a compliment. Her stomach is doing flip-flops. She feels nauseous. She's not sure what's happening. And then she remembered, the past, all the guys that she gave her personality away to, that she gave her time, her passion, everything that she listened to. They used to tell her how to dress and how to eat and what to eat and how to be. And this was the kind of feeling that this man inspired in her. As soon as she realized that this was the kind of man that made her feel like shrinking inside, she got out of there. She made her excuses. I don't know what they were. She said she had to go home, and she got right out of there. And even walking out of there, she could feel her shoulders relaxing. She didn't realize how collapsed within herself she became as a result of this man taking charge, taking over all of the decisions and everything about their date. So when you're on a date with a man, make sure you pay attention to what your body is saying, and not just your head, but also your heart, your stomach, and just generally, how are you feeling in the presence of that individual? Because somebody who's right for you will for sure make you feel like you're sitting on a cloud.